All right, we're live. Nobody's on yet, but that's all right. They'll see it in the when we repost it to YouTube. But guys, it is day 2 after the hurricane, and we decided to finally crawl out of the house and come check on things.
I'm doing a survey.
Yes, we're gonna survey the damage. Hey, we have one on. Wait a minute, see who's here. Angie's Pantry. Hey Angie, we are crawling out of the house today. Hey, Leslie's here. Hey Leslie. I'm here with the kids. And we are coming to check out the backyard.
And I'm giving a survey.
We're gonna survey the damage.
And he's gonna get a fee for it.
And yeah, he's gonna charge me later. Yeah, hold on a second, let me do this.
Where did that go?
There we got Old Ways, New Times. Hello, Old Ways, New Times. Texas boys, what's up, you guys? We are out in the backyard surveying the damage. Lisa Johnson, how you doing? Good to see everybody here today. We are sweltering today. It's hot. Who else we got? Mimi Galore, Angie Pantry. Kylie's on, you guys. Hey Kylie, say hey.
Hi Kylie.
Got the kids here, Kylie.
Pumpkin.
Hey everyone.
Pumpkin.
It's not a pumpkin. Oh, they're dead. Yeah. All right, guys. So here's what we're doing. You can hear everybody's running generators. My neighbor over there's got a generator going. My neighbor over there's got a generator going. We don't have a generator. We like to rough it. Isn't that right, guys?
No.
No.
I found a life vest.
We have a free life vest that showed up in our backyard. I don't know if anybody saw yesterday's video. The water, all of this, the water in the back, all of this was covered in water. Hey M&B, how you doing? Yes, the water retreated nicely. The water had gone all the way up into the backyard, about 60 feet away from the house. And yeah, all of this was under about 6 to 12 inches of water. And we have quite a pile of trash back here that we're gonna go see. And I'm gonna, yes, our neighbor Dennis' house got completely flooded. So here's some pieces of our lifeguard chair.
And some of the pieces are up there too.
Yeah, we got some pieces up there. This is a burn pile that caught some of the debris. Oh wow, oh these trees got blown over. So yeah, and the water, wow, look, this happens every time we have a big storm or a hurricane. This little inlet we have in our backyard catches so much trash and debris. We've got tires. We've got, there's a ball over there. A lot of wood. Pretty much anything that floats. Pretty sure most of this wood. Pretty sure most of this wood is. Okay, those are some of those old trusses that I didn't get burned off that were piled up over here. Yeah, so most, looks like, whoa, camera's getting caught up. How is baby and mama doing? Let me see, my baby and mama are doing great. That's Mimi asked that. They're in, everybody, Boo Boo and baby Jesselyn are inside taking a nap right now. What's that? Tell Kylie something.
The place where we would cross over to your yard, that's where the tree's blocking it.
Yeah.
The tree fell over.
So the babies are sleeping. Mama's just trying to stay cool. There's a decent little breeze blowing, but it's already pretty warm today. It's probably about 85. Fortunately, the humidity's not terrible.
Wait, that tree used to be like all the way over there.
Yeah, that's crazy. Look at that.
Wow.
The underside of that tree.
Whoa. That's like.
That's crazy.
Got some bottles. Yeah, those are always there.
So tires, bottles, trash.
All
right, so this is high tide should be about 3 o'clock today. So as you can see, the water is still on this, covering this very back.
I wish you were here. You would have so much fun.
We do have our water boots on here.
Oh, and yesterday Dennis's yard was flooded all the way up to the porch.
Yeah, she knows. She was just telling me. Yeah, so this is basically the way this works is for the next week or so, I'll probably have water back here at high tide. No, you don't know what's under this water. You can't take your shoes off. But at low tide, this will get dry again. But so the low tides are higher and the high tides are even higher. And
Low tide?
and it also depends on what happens with Jose out there in the ocean right now.
Hey, look, your potatoes.
So here are the sweet potatoes floating above the water. And I don't know if you can see but the mound of wood chips is actually still there.
Daddy, I found land.
Yes, you found my concrete block.
I found land.
Occasionally you might find some concrete blocks. You'll see them around our property. I would be going kayaking out there. We have a canoe. We should go for a ride.
Yeah.
MNB, please be safe. Prepare for Jose. I know I haven't been watching the news about Jose. I hope that turns back out to the ocean like they were saying. Last time I saw an update, it was supposed to turn back out to the ocean. So we'll see what happens with this sweet potato patch. Look at that little guy. He is sticking straight up, like he's gasping for air. I don't see any fish. I didn't see somebody asked if there's any fish. I don't see any fish, but I'm sure they're all up in here. So I hope it turns out to, amen. One hurricane is enough. That's correct. And that was a big one. Yeah, so we drove around earlier this morning, went to the store to get some milk and some more ice.
Daddy, has Kylie said anything?
I haven't really been watching too much. Hey, Vina, Troll Slayer, good to see ya. And we saw a bunch of power trucks, big crane trucks, parked on the side of the roads, driving up and down the roads, but we didn't see any of them actually working on power lines, which is a little frustrating because there are very few places that we found that have power. So there's all these volunteers and all of these power trucks from all these other countries and counties and stuff coming in, but we're all still sitting without power 2 days later, and I don't see them doing any work. East Texas, what's going on, guys? Dang, that's a lot of water.
I found that cat's eye.
Oh, that's awesome. We are surveying the damage. We're back here in the very back part of our property.
He's gonna get a fee.
The river, living in East Texas, I don't know if you saw my previous videos, the river was all the way up about 50, 60 feet away from my house. I don't know if that wind's getting you guys. Topher, hey buddy, did you find your lifeguard chair? Yeah, we found it. It's in 100 pieces over there.
There's a ladder.
I don't know if you can see, oh wait. You can see where.
Dead crab, disgusting. Yeah, Daddy, look,
anyways, up there, I'll show you again when we walk back.
Daddy, it's a crab.
Oh, there's a little fiddler. He's not doing well.
He's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Ew.
I thought fiddler crabs were supposed to live in the water.
No?
I want a job like that. I know, right?
What?
I'm sure they're getting paid a lot of good extra money to come out of town, and you know, it could be me. I might be jumping.
Ew,
what
it's
is?
disgusting. It's a baby all laying.
Oh, that's disturbing. That's mighty disturbing. Not good. Not good. Don't touch it. You don't know where that's been. So yeah, we've got, okay, so now I'm standing on the very back of what is usually my high dry ground, and I'm in about 10 inches of water. Oh, you haven't had a chance to see it yet, East Texas? Yeah, go look at the one I did yesterday. The water actually ended up coming up higher than yesterday's video. Came up a little bit higher yesterday afternoon about 2 o'clock because that was high tide, but then it receded. And I'll be honest with you guys, this morning at low tide, this was dry ground again. Like I said, this is a tidal river, and the high tides are higher, the low tides are where high tide used to be, and I'm about to get water in my boots.
Me too.
Yeah, I can't go over
there.
there.
Already did.
Oh, there's the rest of the lifeguard chair.
Yeah,
we found it.
We found all the pieces.
Can you see it? Over there, those 2x4s. Yes. It looks like it might be salvageable.
No.
Yay for the lifeguard chair. That'll give mommy a little glimmer of hope in this depressing situation. Oh man, so here's what we decided. I could get out here and start. Leave that baby doll leg alone. That's scary. At least you found the cherry. Yes, you can rebuild it. We will rebuild. We will rebuild. So we still have no power, and I'm on a well. So without power, I don't have any water to my house. So if I get out here and get all nasty and bust it trying to get this place cleaned up, it's just gonna be miserable. I'm gonna stink. I'm gonna have to take like a sponge bath and all that good stuff. So we're just relaxing. We're gonna chill. Me and the kids are just gonna chill and, you know, just play around, spend a little family time. And hopefully, I'm hoping the power comes on tomorrow. Should be the next day at the latest. It's been years since we've gone longer than 3 days without power.
Daddy,
Hey, Birch Tree Guardian.
my island is sinking.
Blessed to see everyone is all right. Oh, we're doing fine. Now we're just hot. Hot and sweaty and sticky. But fortunately, it is not as humid as it was pre-hurricane.
My island's down.
I know, right?
It's sunk. I need to dump some water.
Oh, I never finished what I was saying earlier. I got these concrete blocks around the yard because that's where I put my selfie stick when I'm filming myself and doing stuff in the garden. That's my it's my tripod holder kind of thing. So I've got one at this garden, I've got one by that garden, I've got one up by the house. We are on a super low budget here at the Hewett homestead. But yeah, this was as bad as it's ever been. In '04, we had 3 big hurricanes come really close, back to back to back. Well, you didn't see it. The sweet potatoes still look like they're alive, but they are underwater. East Texas Homestead just asked if the sweet potato patch made it or not. They're still alive, they're still green. The tops are floating on top of the water. We'll see. They look like they're doing okay.
I have water in my boots and it feels like good because it's cold.
House of Littles. Hey, House of Littles. One of the islands that got hit is going to be out of power for months. I believe it. They said I can't even imagine. Well, like I said, in '04 and '05, we had 3 back to back to back. We had the water came up as high as it was yesterday. And here, I'll show this again for anybody that wasn't here when we first got on. Hey, Topher, might have salty sweet potatoes. You know, that might be a good combination. A little salty, little sweet. So this is our one tree. It's a little cluster of trees that all fell over, all got blown over.
Here
and
is
that's
your fee.
okay. Stop! Don't give me that. Hose tangled. Oh, this is his survey. This is Kean's survey of what needs to be done, and this is what he's going to charge me to do it. $3 million to untangle the hose, clean up the debris, clean up the messy shipping container, remove the yard waste, and what? Baby what leg? Oh, remove the baby doll leg. Thanks for your survey of the damage. Well, we have a new perch for the kids. Yeah. This was kind of sad because these trees really,
I wish you were here.
really created a little shady oasis right here on the edge.
It still is.
That stinks.
That's stinky. What stinky?
Yeah. Yeah, that tree's not gonna make it.
Oh, I thought
Well, we got good firewood, but we live in Florida, so we don't need firewood. If anybody, I have lots of extra wood, firewood, and water.
Oh
If
my
anybody
goodness.
would like to purchase some, let me know.
Look.
Oh wow, yeah. You'll need to go find my page. Hold on, I'm losing the comments. I know, gotta love those kids, right? All right, so this is my neighbor. That he had this. This had started to blow over last year in another bad storm that we had, but this one really did it in.
I found
It was like a.
Ew, put it down. Daddy, look.
Can't stop touching trash, man. It's disgusting. What is that? Oh yeah, so that's totally done
Did
for
Kylie say
these
anything
now.
about that?
You see that, Kylie? Are you still there? There she is. Oh, I wish I was there, she said. Hey, Hope, what's going on, sister? We are surveying the damage. And As soon as we leave, the birdies show up. Y'all see that big white crane out there?
Yep.
Yeah, there's been a lot of cranes hanging out. So there's the backyard, Cherish. And it's almost high tide right now, so it's covered in water again.
Is that
When the tide goes out, it will be dry, but then it'll get buried in water every time the tide comes back in. So basically, we just have a lot of debris. A lot of debris. And a baby doll leg that we found out floating in the water that was kind of disturbing. The sweet potatoes look like they might make it, but I do believe my pumpkins are done. Hope Homestead, I'm glad to see you guys are safe. Yes, I am too. Cherish the, it was scary, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, our kumquat tree's pushed over. It might be all right. It got real scary. We were having gusts up into.
Well, I guess it's made you lose the pumpkin contest. Wow.
Hey, you never know. They might bounce back. We'll see. We'll see. Wow, y'all want to see something? Look, you want to talk about angels covering us? We got nothing compared to this. Look at my neighbor's backyard.
Can I step right in?
No, I don't know what's in there. There might be snakes somewhere.
Daddy, I found a light bulb.
Ian, stop picking trash up. I don't know if y'all can see that very well. Kylie, there's your backyard. Wow. That's gnarly. That's gnarly. Who's talking? Let me check the comments. My animals are fine because they're up by the house and the water did not get that high. I was getting ready. Kylie says it's so bad, I know. Cherish, we were prepared to cut them loose and just let them go and let them run and go take care of themselves and find higher ground, but we never had to. The water never got that high.
This bottle says Canadian.
Got a little Canadian whiskey bottle in the backyard. We're gonna find a lot of bottles in the backyard.
And we found the classic baseball bat.
But yeah, so this is up here. This was all covered in water. The garden at one point was totally submerged. I'll show you where the water went all the way up to. Your mom, your mom was there. Yeah, I saw her car in the driveway. She had moved her car to out by the road so it didn't get flooded. So as you can see, this is all debris from the river. The water came all the way up here. The water came all the way up to the front of this where you see these wood chips stop. The water was pretty much right here. So that's about 50, 60 feet to my back door. And this is where the water stopped. And all that behind me, all the way out to the river, was all one big river, basically. And we have a mess on our hands. So yeah, the rabbits are fine. They got some branches down in their little area. I know the trampoline, Keen cleaned it off this morning. Didn't move. I'm telling you guys, it is, if you don't know the God and Creator that runs this show, you need to get to know Him. Because, my neighbors got down trees. Their house flooded out totally. We were totally protected. We've just got a few medium-sized branches here and there. I didn't have the first leak in my roof. Angie Pantry, my dad lives in Waleka, Florida. He had wild pigs in his backyard. He's on higher ground and he had to move the neighbor, open the gates to let them out. Crazy. Amen, House of Littles. You know what I'm saying? We had one, but one storm, it flew in the barn and twisted. No more trampoline. So yeah, like I was saying, get back to my point. God totally protected us. Counting my blessings. I'm thanking Him so much. Our yard is messy, but no big damage. The house is fine. We had no leaks in the roof or nothing. East Texas, preacher brother. I'm preaching it right now. Because there's only one thing worth living for, and that's knowing the Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying? Boo Boo gave that storm to Stink Eye, He did, and bam, it was gone. That's what he has. He's got a good stink eye. And he did. That storm listened. Trampoline's good. Shipping container was sealed up. The water did come above the doors, but it thing's watertight. So that's one good thing about having a shipping container.
Jenny's still alive.
Yes.
The guinea pigs live?
Yes, they're all still alive. Probably hungry. Do we have any pellets left?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Aren't you feeding? Who's got the chores? Outside chores.
Okay.
Let's get the rabbits fed with some pellets. They've got so much green stuff from the storm, they probably ain't gonna eat the pellets, but we're gonna put some in there anyways. And yeah, so here's the, you will rebuke the devourer. Amen. Amen, Cherish. So yeah, so there's our one pin. Okay, so we did have that one piece of plywood. That one piece of plywood was just resting on top of the frame over there. And yesterday, after the storm, even that was sitting in its original place. It just did blow over yesterday after the storm had passed, and we just got a couple of westwardly.
That was when that big branch hit it. It knocked it over.
Oh, did the branch hit it?
Yeah.
Okay, so a branch fell down and hit it and flipped it over. But that piece of plywood was just resting on top of that frame and didn't move throughout the entire storm. So here's what the rabbit pens look like. Whole bunch of debris, but they have been going to town on all these leaves and green pine needles. This is the girls' side. This is the boys' side. There's one of my boys hanging out on top. But yeah, the water never came up here. They were never in risk of drowning or getting flooded out or anything, so we just let them be. And we are just, I mean, I can't say it enough, guys. We're just blessed. We're just, we got a lot of work to do. But fortunately, and you know, God's providence, I'm off for the next 2 weeks because I was already taking off 3 weeks for the baby to be born. And so yeah, I got plenty of stuff to do now to keep me occupied. So let's go look at the front yard real quick. Give you guys the full tour. Anybody that's still interested and hanging on. It is wet and mushy, that's for sure.
Is Kylie still watching though?
I don't know, Kylie, you still here? Kids want to know. Okay, so we had a decent sized branch right there. Another decent sized branch right there. And this is the biggest thing that fell in our yard. This is a branch off of a tree. But it fell right here in the yard. Didn't hurt nothing, didn't hurt nobody. Lots of sticks. Lots of sticks everywhere. The roads are already pretty clean. I think mainly just from people driving up and down on them. I don't think it's because I haven't seen any crews out cleaning them. But yeah, we're looking good for a Category 1 hurricane to just stroll through here 2 days ago. Everything's pretty good. Everybody's out cleaning up. Yeah, Kylie's still here. Hey, New Orleans Gardener. Yes, we did well. The Lord protected us, and we have no damage and very little cleanup. I say very little cleanup compared to most people.
Wow, Daddy.
Do we have gas yet down your way? A little bit. We were driving around today. We found one gas station that had gas. We saw, well, actually, we saw a couple gas stations with gas. Yeah, we saw a couple that didn't. We don't need gas. We filled our tanks up before the storm and our extra gas tanks, but we haven't gone anywhere or done anything, so we got plenty of gas. I actually was able to give some gas to my neighbor to run her generator. Yeah.
It has a pretty, like...
Yeah, it looks like a heart. Isn't that cute? Awesome. So yep, everybody's just cleaning up, getting all the sticks hauled out to the street. See piles of sticks up and down the road. And that's about it, you guys. All right, we'll head on back. So what do y'all think about all this, you guys?
I think you still need to pay me that money.
How has it been living off grid for the last 2 days?
Horrible. Good.
Oh man, yeah. You know what? I have a brand new respect for people who live off grid, especially like Doug and Stacy. Whew, man, you guys, no power at all. Voluntarily, goodness gracious. See, Randy's here. Happy that the family's healthy and happy. Yes, we're good. You guys, okay. We are just now getting rain from the storm here in Virginia. Yeah, well, you're probably going to get a bunch of it. It did bring a ton of rain with it. Oh, Kylie, it wasn't your side. It was Therese on the other side. Dennis has his own gas. Stay safe and have a great day, my friend. You too, Angie. Thank you, guys. So we're gonna wrap this up. It's been a blast. Thank you all for being here. You got pooped on last night. Pooped on? What are you talking about, Cherish? Your rabbits? Did you take the rabbits inside and get pooped on?
No, he's talking about the hurricane.
Oh. East Texas, thanks for the update. Thank you for being here, guys. Randy, thank you for being here. Yes, it's all over for the storm. My work is just beginning. Leslie says, glad you're fine, Topher. Love you guys. Be safe. Love you too, buddy. Oh, the storm hit us late last night. Okay. Yeah, up in Tennessee. Storm made it up there, huh? Well, see, that's the one good thing about being on the water is that, you know, it does get scary. The water gets high, but the water recedes quickly. So we are good. Take care, Birch Tree, Guardian, you too. All right, guys, that's going to be it from the Hewett Homestead today. When all this clears and the power gets on, I am still getting some other good footage, and I'll be able to put together some good videos of all of this, you know, with the actual like editing and some music and stuff, and make it all dramatic. But until the power comes on, ain't much happening. Maybe a couple of these here live sessions, but yep, nothing left to do but clean up now. We love everybody. Thank you for being here. Bye, Kylie. You take care.
Bye, Kylie.
Can you update us all on the veggies and your sweet potatoes? Connection was lost. Be happy and healthy. Will do, Randy. You can actually go back when this reposts in a minute. When this reposts in a minute, we showed them when we walked back there. Okay. The sweet potatoes look like they might make it. Pumpkins might not make it, and other veggies, they're all gone. They're all gone. All right, bye you guys.
Bye, Kylie.
Thank you all for being here. We love you, and we'll see you again soon. Bye, Vina.
Bye, Kylie.
All right.
Bye, Kylie.
How do we end this?
Bye.
Leslie says bye.
Bye, everybody.